Let's start with the basics. What is a Purple Heart Homes chapter? A chapter is a volunteer organization made up of community leaders, like you, that operate within the guidelines of Purple Heart Homes, or PHH. The mission of your chapter is to provide assistance to service-connected disabled veterans and execute PHH's Veterans Aging in Place program in your community. Your chapter will pay for project costs by fundraising. When possible, PHH will assist you in fundraising, and you can even apply for grant funds. As a chapter leader, you will work with PHH's Strategic Development Officer and Chapter Coordinator to identify chapter leadership, hold an organizational meeting with the help of PHH, determine your chapter's name and service area, complete your chapter application, adopt chapter bylaws, file articles of incorporation, and understand policies and procedures. But why would you want to start a chapter? There are several advantages to starting a PHH chapter rather than forming a nonprofit of your own. By forming a Purple Heart Homes chapter, you immediately become part of a national organization with a known and respected reputation. Benefit from our partners, like Home Depot. Inherit nonprofit status from the PHH Group exemption. Are provided appropriate nonprofit insurance coverage. Have access to previously approved veteran applications. And of course are able to lead your community in providing solutions for deserving veterans. So now you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I form a chapter? Your first step is to fill out an application. Once your application is accepted, your chapter becomes a provisional chapter, which means that now you can start to raise funds. A goal of $5,000 is suggested. Establish your chapter as a legal entity. Identify a deserving veteran and help them fill out an application. And finally, execute your project. Now that you're ready to start your chapter, it's time to find an eligible veteran. An eligible veteran must have a Purple Heart or VA-certified connected disability. You can also submit applications for veterans who have Combat Action Awards and a non-certified VA disability. Once we've approved the veteran application, you can start your own chapter solution. Chapter solutions vary by the needs of your selected veteran and the capabilities of the chapter. The primary goal is to make the veteran's home safe and accessible. Typical projects include widening doorways, remodeling bathrooms, building ramps, and installing railings. Most projects require less than $5,000 in materials and less than 200 hours of volunteer work. So, are you ready to get started? Refer to your chapter packet to start your PHH application today. Visit phhusa.org to get more information.